Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Eva from Bohemian Crafting, and today I'm coming to share with you a little bit different video than our junk journals. Today I'm coming to share with you video where I am creating crafting organizer or craft supplies organizer for my table. And I will also be talking a little bit about our other channel. We do have kind of like family channel where also my son is sharing his videos. It's called Bohemian Crafting and Sons. On that other channel, you will mostly see videos with craft like this, where we are creating something from old boxes or we are restoring old things. And those videos are just with music. There is not talking, there is not explanation what we do in the background in that video. Today I'm creating organizer for myself, for my stuff, and I chose old boxes from my coffee pots. I ordered full pack where there was 4 small boxes in 1 large. I saved all these boxes and I decided to use them as my dividers for laces and jewelry. And then I wanted also something where I will display washi tapes, which I will use in one journal. I do have quite a huge amount of washi tapes, but always when I'm creating a journal, I'm separating those which I want to use inside. So this organizer will be on my table, and inside I will keep stuff which I want to use for one journal. That's what I think want to say. So as you saw, I glued those flaps around those small boxes to make the edges of those boxes more strong and kind of like finished. Then I glued those boxes side by side, one next to each other, and I fit them to that larger box to make it more strong and to make sure that those smaller boxes will sit in that larger box nicely and it doesn't move. I used hot glue and I glued from the bottom those boxes into that large one. And then I also glued those bottom flaps from that large box on those small boxes. It's a very easy process how you can make some divider, some organizer, to use what you've got, what came in the original packaging. You don't have to measure anything and it's sitting nicely. So if you ever bought some multi-pack of anything and you want to create your organizer, save those boxes because they are made for each other and you have half work done. The finished look I would like to have as an old wooden box. So to make it more realistic to that look of old wood, I had to add there some thickness. For that I used extra pieces of other box, and I cut it in the size and glue it on my base. Divider like this you can use many different ways. You can use it lay down horizontally and put some drawers inside, or you can make it stand up vertically and put drawers inside, or you can make it as a holder for your books, or as I will do today, it can be standing up and it can be your table organizer. I decided to use as my holder for my washi tapes, rolled book pages, and to make it more stronger, I decided to use inside also as kind of like starter, just wooden stick. It probably does have a little bit different name, but it's just wooden stick, which I glued inside of the first book page, and then on that I just roll it and roll it and roll it and glued and glued and glued another book pages till I was satisfied with the thickness. I made 2 of these sticks, and to make them look even more kind of like metal finished, I decided to use also fabric cord, which I glued in spiral pattern around those book pages sticks. Later on, I will finish all of this look with paint, and that was the starter of my washi tape holder. In that next process, you will see all these steps I made, also how to fix it to my box, because this was kind of like spread the moment idea. I wasn't prepared with any parts like screws or something like that, so I had to came up with some different way how to fix my holders for washi tapes, and I hope you will like that idea. To make the finished look nice and finished of that box, I used one large sheet of brown paper and also double-sided tape, and I wrapped up that box into that brown paper first, and then I used just black acrylic paint as the starter, and I paint everything with that black acrylic paint. That was for starter, but the final look I wanted to have kind of like in shabby chic style, so I chose also white paint, and before I decided to do white painting on that black painting, I used wax. You can use any kind of wax or a candle and wipe the wax over the edges, and then later on kind of like brush the white painting on those spots, and it will gives you distress look and more realistic look of the old wooden planks. That's what I did on my box. First I added that wax on few spots, then I painted my box with that white paint, and once it was dry I used nail file for sanding nails, and I sand that white painting from that box. It was easy to do because under this painting was that wax, and it was really easy to take it off, and that gives to my to my organizer kind of like worn and really beautiful look of the wooden box. For decoration, I chose one of the stencils I do have here. This stencil I found on AliExpress a long time ago, and I think I typed home decor stencils, and that name showed me, AliExpress showed me so many different stencils. So if you will be looking for some stencil with home decor, go to have a look and type down home decor stencils. That will gives you really a huge amount of beautiful designs. So I did choose one stencil, and I did stenciling on both long sides, and then for handles I chose these beautiful half cup, I think it's called, handles. I found them on Amazon. I will put link down below. It will be UK Amazon, like United Kingdom Amazon, and I found really good deal for these handles, so I will put link down below for those who would like to have a look. And I decided to use these two handles, so I fixed them on the sides of my box. First I used a multi-purpose glue, and I added that glue on the edges. With that glue I glued, that was like first step. And then to fix it even more, because it's from cardboard and those screws will don't screw through the cardboard, I used hot glue gun, and I put a little bit of that hot glue gun to the hole which I made for my screws. Then I pushed the screw through to that hole, and from the other side I had to flat that the hot glue around the edge of that screw, which was peeking out just a little bit, just slightly from the other edge, and it's holding really well. They are fitting nicely to that box, and here you can see those that stick I made from those book pages. It will be perfect for holding my washi tapes, but I had a quite hard time to figure it out how I will fix it when I'm not prepared with any other solution. So I chose to use wooden rings, which originally supposed to be for hanging curtains hope I'm saying that right, like blinders around the window. So I do have so many of these wooden rings, and I didn't know how to use them, and I'm gonna be using them here. I do have in my stuff also kind of like elastic bands with that metal edge. They are they are used to be hanging on tags. So here I am using it to hold my extension for my rings. I will be using 2 rings. Between those 2 rings, I glued that elastic band, and on that elastic band, I added 1 wooden bead. That will be kind of like another part of my holder for that stick I created for my washi tapes. I hope my explanation it's not so confusing. You see what I'm doing in that video. I'm using quite lots of hot glue because it's holding straight away and it's holding really well, and those washi tapes are not heavy to hold. So for this I do believe it's good solution of how to fix it to my box. So I will be adding also 1 wooden bead to kind of make it more more interesting, and also more useful for me how to also fit it to my box. And before I will fit it to my box, I decided to paint it exactly same way like I did those 2 sticks for my washi tapes. I used first black paint, and I did paint all, I created 4 of these holders for those sticks. First I painted them with that black paint, and then once it was dry, I used same gold painting, and I painted with gold color. And now I will do holes, and through to those holes I will push that elastic band which is holding my 2 rings, and I will be gluing it with hot glue through to that box, and also inside the end of that elastic band I will glue inside of that box as well. You will see that in that video. It's very easy process, and the box is sitting right front of me right now, and it's really nice, and it does hold everything really well. So this was good to do, and I'm so happy I did it this way, because it does look good as well as is useful. So videos like this will be here and there posted on our other channel. If you like some home decor, and if you want to see some good ideas what to do, we do have already in there a few videos, and I hope you will enjoy them. A link for that other channel will be down below as well. Also other links which I hope you will find useful. For the handles, I will try also find the link for those wooden rings, and for the cord I use to wrap up around my book pages. For inside, I decided to go same way like in most of my other boxes. I use just old beautiful book pages, and I glued them inside. And here you can see how my box looks like when it's filled up with the stuff I want to use in my journals. This is all my sharing for today. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you found some inspiration. If you want to see more videos like this, please go to have a look to our other channel. Thank you so much for visiting me today. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Have a beautiful day. Take care about yourself, and I will see you soon. Bye.